What up, y'all? It's your boy JB, aka Spoken, and I am here with another thing of unspoken truth. Now, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Fake woke celebs, alright? Or woke, as we should say. The reason why I brought this topic up is because I want people to understand the times that we're in as far as wokeness. And wokeness to me is overrated. It's overrated because once stuff become trendy, and everybody start touching it and everybody start being on one thing, that's when you gotta raise your eyebrow. That's when you gotta survey the whole situation to see what's really going on. And the way to really see how the culture is shifting and how the world is shifting is to look at the celebrities. And this right here couldn't be a better time to let people know, especially black people, to let black people know that these celebrities that you see coming out talking about woke this, woke that, black people this, black people that, being all out loud about their concerns and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with, being for your people. There's nothing wrong with black reciprocity. There's nothing wrong with shedding light towards any given situation that's wrong. But what I want you all to understand is that celebrities are pretty much cornballs, all right? A lot of them are cornballs. So, I want you all to understand that a lot of celebrities, they don't really have a mind of their own like that. Especially when they get so far up and so far high and get so far away from people and out of touch that they just don't know what's really going on. They don't know how to speak the language. They don't know how to adapt. And the only way how they can really get into it is to study the people. People always say celebrities need us. Celebrities need us. You're right. They do need us. They do need the people. I'm a celebrity myself. I'm not an A-lister. Or nothing like that. But hell, even throw me into the equation. Hell, raise your eyebrow with any black person who's a celebrity and a public figure talking about, wokeness. And I say raise your eyebrow because these are the people who probably read up on something and saw a video floating around on YouTube, probably done stumbled across a couple, Tariq Nasheed, Umar Johnson, and Brother Polite, and all these different people on YouTube, and then all of a sudden they woke all of a sudden. And they've been sitting back talking about this going on for about close to a year. You've been seeing celebrities really go hard in the paint the past year about black reciprocity. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. But you started seeing it happening around like 2017-ish. Around 2017-ish and late 2016 is when you started to see black celebs come out the woodworks, talking that talk. And our whole thing is this: if you're gonna walk into this realm, you gotta own it all the way across the board. You can't half step. One thing about coming into the business of speaking, and coming into the business of radio, and coming to the business of podcasts, and coming into the business of just letting your opinions and your voice be heard and known, that shit come with a certain amount of things that you might not be ready for. And my problem is when people dip into something and they know that's not why they truly there. They only there because they're trying to get respected, they're trying to get cool points, they're trying to win you over, which is why and how a lot of celebrities got on top. They're very gifted and skilled at manipulating people to get them on their side for whatever agenda they're trying to push. So my thing is, don't fall victim of the wokeness because you see your favorite celebrities that's out here talking about black people this, black people that. Number one, we all are black. We all are black, so we have to take all of our brothers and sisters' opinions and statements in consideration. But you don't have to fall for it. Celebrities too can be some of the most unoriginal people in the world. They're some of the most unoriginal people I ever met in my life, because they're just simply not organic. And like I said, once you reach a certain level, you're out of touch with people. So how else can you get that information? How else can you talk that talk You know, that's just what it is. So when it's time to get your card pulled, and when it's time for your opinion not to be so popular, that's when you tend to see who's for it and who's not. You know, that's always going to show. And in the past couple years, it's been nothing but pull your card. You've been seeing people get their card pulled who's so-called supposed to be woke, celeb this, celeb that, and then you see them come, you see them go. Every time some shit hit the fan, you'll see certain celebrities get on Instagram, get on Twitter, get on YouTube, and start talking that talk until it's time for them to get their card pulled. And then where they at? You know, you can't walk on eggshells when it comes to this level of consciousness. You can't walk on eggshells when it comes to enlightening your people. And this is why I say these celebrities are full of shit, because I think they're full of shit because prior to Mike Brown getting shot, you didn't see no celebrity speak up for black people like that. You know, we had the princes in the world. You know, we had a few. We had the James Browns, the Muhammad Ali's. It was quite a few knockers out there, now head busters out there. But for a good amount of time, you never saw a bunch of black celebrities all just surprisingly just wake up and just start talking about black reciprocity. And why is that? Because they all, at the end of the day, the majority of them get their checks cut by white people, by Jewish people, you know? And I don't know if you guys remember or listen to my radio show, but I said 2 years ago when I went to Howard University, I walked outside and I saw a black woman who had an afro, and I think she was advertising and modeling for Gap. I believe it was for Gap. And when I walked outside and I seen that sister with a big ass afro holding up a Black Power sign outside of DC in front of a major corporation like that, that's when I knew black wokeness was about to be marketable. And that's the only reason why they're doing it. They're doing it because their shit is marketable. You know, there's a market, especially if you got the resources on where to channel that stuff at, you know? And a lot of us out here, the only thing we know how to do is create YouTube channels, podcasts, Twitters, and Instagrams, and just call it a go and give it a run. But these celebs on the other end, you know, they know where and who to hit up when it's time to capitalize off of that type of stuff. You know, marketing off of black people in the era that we're in now is highly profitable, but you gotta know where to go. And that's why I think a lot of these celebs are so full of crap, because they was nowhere to be found 3 years prior to 2017. You know, prior to 2017, you didn't see no black celebs stepping out, even speaking out on anything. Now you see them speaking out on everything, which is okay. It's okay. But we just want to know if you really about that, because, you know, especially in the world of social media, we just want you to come real. You can be the biggest cornball, the biggest clown in the game on the planet. But all social media, all the people they just want to know if you're willing to live your truth. That's all they want to know. You know, you can be gay, you can get caught cheating. As long as you own your truth, the internet and the people ain't gonna have no way of kicking you. You know? And that's the problem with a lot of these celebs. They get their card pulled and they can't own their truth. They can't own their truth because they came in fake. They came in with a bunch of detriments. They came in already, down on their people, stealing from their people. You know, cutting bad deals from, to their people, not taking care of them. Now all of a sudden you want to erase your history. You want to erase your evil past, all because you can just jump into the pool of wokeness. Nah, bro, it don't work like that. So my message and my advice to all the consumers is to raise your eyebrow to all public figures. Hell, raise it to everybody, but raise it to all public figures who talk that black power shit. Because quite frankly, man, if they ain't reaching out to try to bring you up financially or make you a partner, what are you really doing? You know, because at the end of the day, I'm not saying all, because there are some black celebrities out here that's really doing their thing, like the Chance the Rappers, the David Banners. There are a lot of black people that are celebrities that's doing the right thing with their stardom. But then you have a whole cluster of folks, whole cluster of black people who ain't never did good by their people, and you wonder why they still here. You wonder why people like Oprah and Gayle and a bunch of these other people just been getting their card pulled. Just about everybody on this screen that you can see done got their card pulled, and they all pull that black people shit. You know, they all pull it to a certain degree. And, you know, that's just what we in, man. So I just want everybody to just stay on point. Don't be fooled because you see your favorite celebrity talking about this or doing that. That shit means nothing. When you see when you see them go up, you look left, right, and you look down to see if you're missing any corners. Because 90% of the time, there's a good agenda behind all of that. Behind all the BS. So I don't really want to go too far with this topic. But this is just a message to let everybody know to just keep your eyes open. All right? You hold the power. They don't hold the true power. You hold the power. All right? The most influential group of people are the consumers. All right? The most influential people are the consumers, the people who tune in, the people who not in that mix like that. The industry is like high school. It's like middle school, you know? It's like if you come in with the Louis Vuitton backpack, or if you come in with the dirty sneakers, you know, niggas might not fuck with the dirty sneaker, but they'll fuck with the Louis Vuitton backpack. All right? Like that. You know, if you're not talking a certain way, if you're not hanging with certain people, if you're not in certain meetings, or, you know, you're not counting a certain amount of money, you're not chilling with the cool high school kids. The celebrities are like the cool high school kids, supposed to be cool. And then, you know, once they graduate and they think they got life figured out, here they are looking around, looking at everybody else saying, I see what's going on over there. I need to take that. Damn, what was I doing the whole time? Damn, I got money, I'm paid, but I'm just not happy. Why aren't you happy? Why aren't you happy? Because you either did wrong by your people, you've been fake the whole fucking time, and, you know, and you also are collecting karma from that. You know, when you don't do right by your people, especially by God's people, the God's specific, chosen, anointed ones, because not everybody is anointed, all right? You know, God has a certain amount of people that he has a specific mission for. And if you come in the middle of that, you gonna get this work. You gonna get this work. So y'all, I understand we're living in times where everybody want to be famous. Everybody wants to get their likes and their views up and be in these circles and get their major shot. But let me tell you something, man. You would much rather want to have the money first, then become famous, than to be famous first and then get the money second. Right now, we live in a fame first generation. Don't nobody want to get their money first, you know? And the reason why it's fame first is because they think it's easier. And also too, you can reach people. You can reach people just through a click of a button. You know, just through a tap on your screen, you can reach whoever you want to reach all across the globe. All you have to do is position yourself and your energy towards that, and you'll be in that circle in no time. You know, but just stay woke to the games, man, because there's a lot of games being played, and our heads are being played with more than what you think from these celebrities. All right, from these black public figures, our heads are being played with more than what you guys think. A lot of these people are doing it for their own personal gain. Okay? They're doing it for their own personal gain. And a lot of them have a lot of skeletons in their closet. So they're using wokeness to cover up all their bullshit. Alright? This your boy JB, aka Spoken. Make sure you subscribe to SpokenReasonsTV.com. Also, I got a new channel called SPOKEGANG Fishing. Make sure you go subscribe to that. Hit the like button. And yeah, man, I'm out.